So, Senator Pederson, thank you for joining us today. We're just here asking about the recently released GOP transportation plan. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it and why you support it?
Sure. Well, the plan was really put together by the House, the majority in the House, the Republicans. I'm the minority lead in the Senate, so I have had a chance to meet with Representative Kelly a number of times in regards to the House plan and how it's moving forward. I'm very encouraged, as most Minnesotans I think should be encouraged, because it's a long-term, it's a 10-year, $7 billion plan that really works to try and capture some existing sales tax on things like motor vehicles, cars. So the money that we spend on our cars, like the sales tax, the existing sales tax on the tires and wiper blades and auto parts, those types of things would go to pay for roads and bridges, which I'm most excited about that feature.
Are there any particular areas of Minnesota that you would like to see improved first, or what do you think needs the most attention?
Well, the transportation issue, in Transportation Committee, we talk about being one Minnesota, and that really includes the whole state. So many of the people in the metro area use greater Minnesota a little bit as their playground. Many people own property outside of the metro area, certainly, and then as well, likewise, many people from the greater Minnesota do business, for example. The lumber industry is a perfect example. Many people associate that industry with being a northern Minnesota industry, but quite frankly, the wood pulp industry employs far more people here in the seven-county metro area than they do in the North Woods, simply because where much of it's processed and transported to. So.
Did not know that. And so for those who are speaking out against it, one of in particular is Representative Hornstein, who said this is just smoke and mirrors funding. How would you respond to that?
Well, I'll tell you, we all know, most people know, the gas tax is an antiquated system that is no longer meeting the needs of transportation in Minnesota. In fact, as of right now, the gas tax has leveled out and is flat, and is, quite frankly, is projected to continue to decline in the next several years, and will continue to decline for a number of reasons. People are driving less. They're buying more fuel-efficient cars, and so we have to do something, and we believe switching some of that cost or the funding to the sales tax is the answer. You can go in to sit down and talk to any Minnesotan and ask them if they think the sales tax that they pay on their vehicles ought to go to roads and bridges, and the answer is yes, because it's a very reasonable and thoughtful process that I think we'll see move forward.
So the constituent response has been very positive, you would say?
Yes, even just earlier this week on Monday, there was a Star Tribune poll that said outside of Hennepin and Ramsey County, 3 out of 5 Minnesotans are opposed to the gas tax, and that plays into surveys that were taken even earlier before the end of the year that communicate the same thing. Even in my own district, I've sent out 7,000 constituent surveys, and 71% of my constituents are opposed to a gas tax as well, particularly when we have a $2 billion surplus. I'll tell you, Minnesotans just don't see a need for the gas tax, and I think it's a losing argument for the governor and for the DFL majority in the Senate.
Is this one issue that you think you will stay very strong on? There will be no gas tax, or do you think that's a compromising piece?
In the Senate, I know the members of the Senate Transportation Committee, and I would say we're a very strong no. I do not see anybody interested in voting for any type of gas tax. I'll tell you that the gas tax is so regressive. It hits every single Minnesotan in the same way. It doesn't matter how much money that you make. And so right now, with the current gas prices, even the Office of Management and Budget here at the state of Minnesota has testified in committee that much of or a significant part of the economic recovery we're enjoying as Minnesota is because of lower gas taxes. People, every time they fill up their tank, if they have $20 or $30 more to spend on other things instead of gasoline, has a very positive impact on the community.